For the states of matter, have a careful look at your textbook and see whether they've actually conserved matter. So I've got 6 particles in both, and see if they're actually accurately showing that there's a little bit of thermal expansion here. And the big difference is solids and liquids are actually very, very similar to each other. They are in close proximity to each other, and so there's positive, negative interactions between the particles. But gases are so very different. They compress and expand very easily because they have huge spaces in between them. So there's quite a dramatic difference I've drawn with the size of the box, and I'm not quite happy with the way most textbooks do it. So theoretically, the gaps are so large, there is no interaction between the particles, which will be talked about when we do gases. And so you should have probably learnt this in junior science: fixed shape and volume, no fixed shape or volume. The IB specifically, have a look at this one, that these cannot be compressed very easily, but these can, expanding, compressing, and always talk about particles. Okay, so for the key thing for solids is they're vibrating. These ones, it's changing position or rolling over each other, and these ones moving independently within large spaces. And you'll have much better explanations of that when we do ideal gases. And so you'll learn a couple more points for that. Okay, and so the other thing to note in this one is we're just introducing the state symbols: solid, liquid, gas, and dissolved in water for your chemical reactions. And one last point is just to repeat, make sure you know where the diatomics are. And so, as I said before, they're all together besides hydrogen, NO(F), and then all of the halogens as well. And they also form the gases, along with, of course, the noble gases. Everything else is a solid except for 2 liquids. So these molecules are getting larger and larger, and there's more and more attraction between the particles as there's more electrons. And so they go from gas to liquid to solid. And so bromine is actually a liquid and mercury is a liquid. And they're the only 2 liquids in the periodic table at room temperature. And so when we do bonding, we'll go into details about, and organics, we'll go into details about whether a particular compound may be a solid, liquid, or gas. But for the time being, you should know all the elements.